Hello friends, you are welcome to my YouTube channel JK Academy India. In this video, we will discuss about the starting of three-phase AC induction motor or the squirrel cage motor and the starters being used to start, like direct online starters using the current limiting resistors, auto transformer starters and star delta starters. It has been seen earlier that a plain induction motor is similar in action like a polyphase transformer with short circuited rotating secondary, because rotor is nothing but a short circuited secondary of a polyphase transformer. Therefore, if normal supply is applied to the stationary motor, in case of transformer, a very large initial current is taken by the primary, at least for a short while. It would be remembered that exactly similar condition exists in case of a DC motors if it is thrown directly across the supply lines, because at the time of starting there is no back EMF opposed to initial inrush current. What happens when we directly switch on the induction motor to a three-phase supply? As we know, rotor input is omega t or kt, and also the rotor copper loss 3I square R is also proportional equals to SKT, where this is the rotor input and this is slip. Therefore, from this figure we can say that torque is proportional to I2 square by S if R2 is the same. Now I2 is proportional to I1, means rotor current is proportional to the stator current. Therefore, torque is proportional to the stator current by slip. Assuming S equals to 1 at the starting moment, torque at starting will become K I square ST, where IST is the starting current and SF is the full load slip. If IF is a normal full load current and TF is K IF square SF, then the ratio torque starting versus full load will become current starting by full load square into slip at full load. When motor is directly switched on to the normal voltage, then starting current is the short circuit current or ISC. Therefore, T starting by T full load will become A square into slip, where A is the ratio of I short circuited divided by full load current. Suppose in case I starting is 7 times of full load and slip is 4%, then the torque starting will become 1.96 of the full load torque. Hence we find that with a current as great as 7 times the full load current, motor develops a starting torque is only 1.96 times or roughly 2 times of the full load value. So there is no major advantage if we are starting it on DOL. In case of squirrel cage motors, we are using three types of starters: primary resistance or reactors, second is auto transformer starter, and third is star delta switches. In this method, terminal voltage of the squirrel cage induction motor is reduced during starting. In case of slip ring induction motor, we are using rotor rheostat, which is connected to the slip rings in the rotor winding. Squirrel cage rotor, when the stator is moving, magnetic field cuts across the rotor conductor bars. It induces voltage in them. This voltage produces current which circulates through the bars and around the rotor end rings. This current is in turn produces magnetic field around each rotor bar. The continuously changing stator magnetic field results in continuously changing rotor field. The rotor becomes an electromagnet with continuously altering poles which interact with the stator poles. So this is the rotor action in three-phase squirrel cage induction motors. If the voltage applied across the motor terminal is reduced by 50% by using these primary resistance connected in line and tapings is taken at 50% winding of the resistors. So starting current is reduced by 50%, but torque will reduce by 25% of the full load voltage. By using primary resistors, the applied voltage per phase can be reduced by a fraction of X, and it additionally improves the power factor of the line slightly. Because the three-phase induction motors having inductive load, and if we are using the resistors to start the motor, it will improve the power factor of the motor in direct line. Suppose X is the factor of voltage, then the voltage will become XV and the starting current will become XSC and torque will become X square TSC, where TSC is the starting torque, so full load torque, and TST is the starting torque. So the ratio starting torque versus full load torque will become X square A square SF. In case of DOL it was A square SF, but in here it will become X square A square SF. It is obvious that the ratio of the starting torque to full load torque is X square of that obtained with direct switching across the line starting. This method is useful for smooth starting of small machines only, because the designing of primary resistors will be difficult for the large induction motors. So for large induction motors we are using auto transformers. Such starters known variously as auto starters or compensators consist of an auto transformer with necessary switches. We may use either 2 or 3 auto transformer connected in open delta. This method can be used for both star connected and delta connected motors. With starting connection, a reduced voltage is applied across the motor terminal when motor runs up and say 80% of the speed to the normal speed, connections are so changed that auto transformer are cut out and full supply voltage is applied across the motor. The switch making these connections from start to run may be air brake for small motors or may be oil immerse for large motors to reduce the sparking. There is also provision for no voltage and over voltage relay along with the time delay device, so that the momentary interruption of voltage or momentary overload do not disconnect the motor from supply line. Most of the auto transformer are provided with 3 sets of taping so as to reduce the voltage by 80%, 65% or 50% of the line voltage to suit the local condition of supply. The V-connected auto transformer is commonly used because it is cheaper, although the currents are unbalanced during starting period. This is, however, not much objectionable because the current imbalance is about 15%, and secondly because the imbalance is restored as soon as running conditions are attained. The quantitative relationship between motor current, line current and torque developed can be understood from the following. As shown in case of motor direct switch on line, the motor current say 5 times of the full load current. V is the line voltage and then voltage per phase across the motor is V by root 3. Therefore, I at the starting will become V by root 3 Z, where Z is the stator impedance per phase. In case of auto transformer, if the taping is of transformation ratio K is used, then the voltage will become kV by root 3 and the motor starting current I2 will become K5 IF. IF is the full load current. So this is the arrangement shown to start a 3-phase induction motor. This is the set of auto transformer with a 3 winding. Taping is taken from this. One double throw switch is used. If switch is at upper position, the contacts will connect this auto transformer at the time of starting. After attaining the speed around 80% of the full load speed, the switch is moved to downward and it is directly connecting to the line. So motor will run with the supply voltage and transformer will be disconnected. Here in normal star winding, the voltage per phase is V by root 3, but suppose an auto transformer is applied and taping is taken from this tape, the voltage will become kV by root 3. The current taken from supply by auto transformer is I1 K square ISC if magnetizing current of the transformer is ignored. Hence we found that although the motor current per phase is reduced by K times to the direct switch on line current, because K is less than 1, the current taken by the line is reduced to K square times. Now remembering that the torque is proportional to the square of the voltage, we get T1 is proportional to V by root 3 square in case of DOL, but in case of auto transformer it will be kV by root 3 whole square. So the torque in case of auto transformer will be K square torque in case of direct switching on line. Here is the relationship between starting torque and full load torque. In case of auto transformer, our ratio starting torque versus full load torque will come K square A square into SF. This expression is similar to the derived as, except X has been replaced by the transformation ratio K. In earlier equation we have seen x square a square SF. Now the third type of starter used for the induction motors widely is called the star delta starter. This method is used in case of the motors are built to run normally with delta connected stator winding. So in case of star connected, this starter cannot be used. It consists of a two-way switch which connects the motor in star for starting, then in delta for normal running. The usual connections are shown in figure. We will see when star connected, the applied voltage over the motor phase reduced to 1 by root 3 and hence the torque developed becomes 1/3 and the line current will be reduced by 1 by 3. Hence during starting period, when motor is star connected, it takes 1/3 as much current of starting current and develops 1/3 as much the torque as would have been developed where it is directly connected in delta. So the relation between the starting and full load torque, as we have seen, I starting is 1 by root 3 of I SC per phase. This is the method how the star delta motor is started. First, this double throw switch is kept on downside to connect the stator winding in star, and after attaining the speed around 80%, it is moved to upward, means the switch position is changed and winding is connected in delta form. So here in star connection, voltage becomes V by root 3 and the current will be V by root 3 Z. Where ISC is the current per phase which delta connected motor would have taken if switch is on to the supply directly. However, line current at start is 1/3 of the ISC. Therefore, TST is proportional to I square ST and TF is proportional to IF square upon SF if S is equal to 1 at the time of starting. So the ratio, the torque starting versus full load torque will be 1 by 3 A square SF. Here IST and ISC represent the phase values. It is clear that star delta switch is equivalent to an auto transformer with a ratio of 1 by root 3, or we can say 58% approximately. This method is cheap, effective, provided the starting torque is required not to be more than 1.5 times of the full load torque. Hence, this is used for the machines, tools, pumps and motor generators. So, thanks for watching.